service to our men and women in uniform. I think Secretary Carter, you pretty well laid out all the diverse threats that we face. I can't think of a time where we faced any more on near-term, short-term, or long-term basis, and we're facing them at a time of shrinking budgets. And this subcommittee, I think, has a role to play. Some of us have served under different presidents and different secretaries of defense, and I think we all bring unique perspective. And I wanted to, Mr. Secretary, have a brief discussion with you about your decision to end the Littoral Combat Ship program at 40. If you look at that program, you can see that it was set up to be a 52-ship program, and that decision, the memo and the reason I say it's your decision because there was a memo that you wrote to the Secretary of the Navy, it was reported in the press, and it talked about the fact that maybe some of the lethality wasn't there. It was almost like, I guess, when the report said that maybe the Navy spends too much money on ships and not enough money on some of the other platforms like the E-2D Hawkeye or the P-8 or the F-18. And I happen to be a big supporter of all those programs. But I'm not sure it's correct to justify them comparing them to other programs. And when I read that memo and I talk to other members, senior members of the Department of Defense, it seems like there's this question of, well, maybe the Littoral Combat Ship is more of a presence ship, like a patrol boat or frigate. It's there to kind of show our presence, but maybe it doesn't have the kind of high-tech capabilities in this new world to really deal with China, deal with Russia, deal with Iran. And so I guess my concern is that that's one opinion. You read articles about how important the LCS can be. You talk to some of the folks that have been on them over in the Asia Pacific, and they would tell you almost need those kind of ships to defeat some of the folks over there. So I guess my question is if the Navy says we need 52, that was their estimate, and they reiterated that after they did a year-long study that we actually asked them to do, and then your decision is they need 40. I guess the question becomes, how does that requirement change so quickly, and will we get to see an analysis that went into your decision? In other words, do you really believe we need less littoral combat ships, or do you believe we need to spend more money in other areas? Bottom line, is that a decision based on long-term national security, or is that a decision based on a short-term budget?
It's a decision based on long-term security.